Right. I'm here to tell you guys a little bit about the state's attorney office position. Not sure if you're aware. Maybe real life Mr. Hammond forgot to mention this, idiot. But this guy Tony Covington, the state's attorney's office for Charles County. He's the Charles County state's attorney. He's coming on Monday to talk to all the seventh graders at Smallwood. He does a think about it presentation, which I'm not really sure what's going to be in there, but I'm sure he's going to talk to you guys about sort of the penalties behind making stupid decisions as a juvenile, and then again later on as an adult. Yeah. So what the state's attorney's office does is that they enforce the criminal laws within Charles County, right? Specifically the state criminal laws, so Maryland criminal laws within Charles County. Okay, and this information I'm getting from the website here of the SAO, or the state's attorney's office. They present cases in the district and circuit court. Specifically in the district court, it's kind of the lower court. They're going to be more likely to talk about misdemeanors, jailable traffic offenses like drunk driving, fleeing the scene of an accident. Misdemeanors include things like assault. Wow, that's a misdemeanor, really? All right, I got to do some more assaulting, I suppose. Theft, drug possession, felonies. These are considered more serious crimes. I thought they were just federal crimes. I did some research. I'm wrong. All right, felonies are serious crimes, and they're usually defined as you have a year or more of jail time. Sometimes the penalty for these can be death. So you got your murdering, you got your raping, your robbing, your kidnapping, your sexual offenses, your burglary, your drug distribution. All those kind of things are felonies. They tend to be prosecuted in the circuit court, which is the higher of the two courts that the state's attorney's office tends to deal with. All right. State's attorney's office is also designated as the forfeiting agent for drug forfeitures involving both personal and real property, whatever that means. The office is located in the basement of the Charles County Courthouse in La Plata, which is actually not too far from where I'm sitting right now. I could take a quick little jog over there, right? I won't because I haven't committed any crimes. I don't, but I could. It could happen. All right. Let's go over here though, and we'll see about Mr. Covington. All right. So over here we got Tony Covington. He is again the state's attorney's for Charles County. He grew up in Anne Arundel County, graduating from Arundel High School in 1979, which puts him at around his 60s, like late 50s. He's getting up there. He graduated top of his class in college and went straight from college to the Air Force, where he served for 8 years. Came out a decorated intelligence officer. All right, voluntarily left the Air Force in '91. While in the Air Force, he was also going to law school at American University, Washington College of Law in D.C. Once he was out of the Air Force, he basically went straight into public service. So he went to PG County and was the assistant state's attorney there. After a little over a year, he was asked to join the Charles County State's Attorney's Office, where he did that for a few years. Then he went into private practice, made a bit of money, but litigated all over Maryland, New York, Kentucky, Virginia, Delaware, D.C., all sorts of places. And then he went from private practice in 2003 back to the public sector, where he's helping out the deputy state's attorney. And then he served in that capacity until January of 2011, at which point he ran for and was elected state's attorney in November. And he made history because he was the first African American on January 3rd, 2011. He was the first African American to take the oath of office as the state's attorney for Charles County, Maryland, right? Which is pretty cool. And that is a little bit about Tony Covington and a little bit about this guy who you're going to be seeing.